But I would love to have like a kind of like a fit, like a not a super but like a Michael Phelps kind of body.
Ooh.
And also like super smooth like a Phelps. It was like, I'm just like a little
Smooth
seal.
like
I
a
can just like
Phelps.
slide across. I can just like slide across this.
Like a Phelps. Can we please try to get that trending? Smooth like a Phelps.
#smooth like a Phelps. Well, that's fantastic.
Oh, Michael Phelps.
That's my dream.
You. Ronnie, what about you? Do you want to be smooth like a Phelps?
I already am smooth like a Phelps.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game.
Hey guys, and welcome to GTLive, where apparently we're live.
Are we live? Jason, are we live?
We may or may not be live. We are live.
He's like,
Jason confirms that we are live.
We did it! Yay, Jason!
We are live at the YouTube space today here in Los Angeles because we're getting ready for the Game Lab launch party.
Woo!
yeah.
Ow! Moderate amount of applause.
Ronnie's silent approval.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Ronnie knowingly nods in approval.
Very stoic.
Oh, I did that. Oh, I did it right.
Oh.
There we go.
Good job. And we
Hey,
wanted to.
special friends.
Hey, special
Hi.
friends. So we have Ronnie, who has once again found his way out of the basement.
Ronnie.
Always a pleasure to see. And this guy.
Hello.
Who is this guy? Like, we've never done anything with you on the channel
I'm
before.
lost. Where am I?
So anyway, hey, it's Jake from Vsauce3.
Hi. Hello. That's where we're
Well,
going.
that's
who
who
you
this
are.
stranger
I
is.
forgot.
Who is on one of the episodes of Game Lab.
I am. I don't know if I'm allowed to speak about what the topic is.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, it's about hacking, similar to Watch Dogs. It's really cool. I learned a lot of terrifying things.
But what would a party be without a game, right? A party game. And I thought, what party game would be better than Will You Press the Button, a game in which you just argue with other people on the couch?
I've never played this game.
You
Really?
have not?
Never. I assumed it was something about nuclear bombs.
It is so difficult, Jake, let me tell
It's a
you.
big red button.
Okay.
It must be nuclear.
I'm ready. Okay, my mind is ready to learn.
Jake, so you know, this game is all about, like, you are presented with a scenario that it is usually a generally positive scenario, but has some sort of consequence to
Okay.
it, right? Some
Right.
negative consequence. I'm sure you've played this many a time with your middle school chum or whatnot.
When I was in middle school, now we're not talking about like recently.
No,
we're
currently as
middle
well.
school friends. Okay.
Do you not keep in touch with your middle school friends?
Every
that are still in
single
middle
one
school?
Of them?
Yes, my little 7th grade friends. And then you have to decide, are those consequences worth pushing the button for? Would
Okay.
you
Yep.
press the button? All right?
Yes.
Thank you. So you go on an adventure for hidden treasure, but the treasure was inside of your heart all along. Will you press the button?
This
You
is
say,
a bad one. Let's move on.
Yeah, this is stupid.
This is lame.
But does that mean we press the button?
we press the
Yes.
button, yes.
Oh,
Done.
we did
Great.
it!
Because you still get the adventure.
Rate
you
this,
also have things in
rate
your
this
heart.
dilemma. This dilemma
I guess
was,
bad.
that's annoying. I thought
This
it
was
was,
bad.
I mean,
That was
it
a lame one.
heartfelt.
All right, here we go.
You clearly have never played this game.
Will you press the button? The man/woman and/or woman of your dreams falls in love with you, but you can never see them IRL. This is deep. This is a deep question, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's pensively watching this.
What do you think?
It doesn't
Should we
matter
go- should
because
we
it
go
happened
down-
in real
Should
life.
we go? Get out of here. Answer the question.
Man or woman in love falls with you, but I could never see them IRL. No, I would not press that button.
Neither would I. I would not press that button.
Reasoning is, it would be painful for both of us, right? They're clearly in love with me. I'm clearly in love with them. But we can never see each other in real. Like you're
man,
always dealing at a distance. That's rough.
The power of Skype is strong. You know.
So, but you're saying you won't press the button.
Nah.
Skype may be strong, but not strong
Not
enough.
strong enough.
And for those of you who watch GTLive regularly, in the past, these press the button streams, Steph has revealed herself to be very carnally interested when it comes to
What?
these love questions. In the past, you've been like, man,
you actually want to be in the same physical location as a human.
yes.
I have expressed interest in that. Yes.
Ronnie, will you press that button?
No, I won't. I totally agree with you guys. I do not press the button.
Okay. Yeah. Have you
and
under?
he's super internet savvy. So if Ronnie doesn't not even Ronnie could handle it. And I feel like he's really good at communicating via email and technological means to bring him closer to the people around
No, I
him.
disagree with that.
Ronnie's email game is on point, though. You have
Yeah,
you
your
have very
email game
witty
is strong.
sign-offs.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Jake, you're the last hope for this button.
Okay, I would press the button.
You would.
I would.
Why?
So I am an optimist. And I do
Good.
think that at some
As
point,
opposed to the crushing pessimism of this side of the
because
couch.
is it great to physically touch someone? Maybe, probably. I don't know. I've never done it before, but I've heard nice things. But also, we have things. We're getting closer, in my mind, to a point in time where we can have things like brain-computer interfacing, where we could actually. It would feel like we're there, right? So then we
Yeah.
could take a little page out of Demolition Man, classic
Whoa.
film, where you don't actually need to physically touch.
Yeah.
You just link minds. And, you know, BCI is a thing. Look it up. It's really cool.
Oh my gosh,
so
we
I think
become,
we'll get there.
we become Vulcans. We just
Yes.
do a mind meld.
I was gonna say we become like the blue creatures and the Navi in
Yes.
Avatar. We'll just connect our hair braids together.
That's what happens. You know, what is it? Unobtainium?
Yeah.
Unobtainium.
Yeah.
What a good name. Yeah, but I'd press the button. 100%.
I don't know. I've watched enough culture shock videos from Gaijin Goomba on our channel to know that like those creepy like digital like porn devices that exist from out of Japan.
Teledildonics, I think. So.
Oh yeah, those creep me out. So I don't know.
But then do you need, okay, so now we're bringing up an interesting point, which is, you invited me on the show.
those Japanese porn devices? You bring up an interesting point there,
Well,
man.
it brought me into something interesting, which is that do you need to have love? Do you need physical
Wow,
intimacy?
this is deep.
Or does love transcend that?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, absolutely it doesn't transcend. No, it does transcend that. I agree, but to never
But
actually.
someday, you might want to shake hands.
I don't know, hands are clammy sometimes.
How do you know you're not being fished? You know,
Catfish.
like a catfish. Yeah.
Because you know it's
Well, I
the,
can
you know
see
it's
them,
the
just
man
not
or
in real
woman
life.
of their dreams. You know it's that person.
You know it's them, but you don't. But you never see them. You never
maybe-
see them IRL.
No, maybe that like they're catfishing you. That's why you can never see this dream person because they don't exist.
Exactly.
That's my head.
But we are
canon.
saying in real life is like physically, like right now we are in real life.
We,
Yes.
What?
I think
Is
so.
this real life?
Is it?
mean, it
And how much
Can we
does it
touch?
weigh?
Can we touch?
I don't know. Are they clammy? Okay.
Oh, geez.
Oh my God! Touching people is great. Then he presses the button.
I've converted him. I've converted him. No, but it does also bear the question: can we ever truly touch someone? We're getting Vsauce
Yeah,
now.
well,
We're getting
Well,
Vsauce.
as we know, you
Here's
can't
an
actually,
idea.
you don't actually touch anything. But that's for another time.
Atomic distances, whatever. It's fine.
Hey,
It's
Vsauce
fine.
Matthew. But can we ever truly physically touch?
What
That's
is
the Vsauce cadence.
touch?
What is touch?
And how much does it weigh? Touch comes from the Greek word touches, to mean to encounter. I have no idea. I don't know, but it sounded right.
I do have to ask, when one joins the Vsauce community of channels, do you have to go through training to speak in that cadence? Because all the Vsauce channels have that, like, let's ask the question to touch. Like, you have that, like, that cadence.
Yeah, you have like the William Shatner kind of speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I get really excited about things,
Yeah.
that it just kind of turns into that speaking mannerism.
Really? So
Yeah.
that's just kind of part of the audition process, I guess, right?
I
It's
wish
like-
there was no audition process. I was like, give me Vsauce3.
And they're like, yeah.
They're like, okay.
Wow. Wow. All right.
Wait,
You
is
were
it that
so
easy?
Don't get me.
Vsauce 4.
Ronnie's like,
Ronnie's like,
oh, man.
Vsauce 4. Anyway.
Look at this. Look at this intimidating, juice-filled body.
That will never experience physical touch. We're not pressing the button.
But
All right,
Keep
we're not pressing the
going.
button. There we go.
Okay.
That was a good dilemma.
was a good
That
dilemma.
was a fair dilemma.
That being said, though, I do like the question about the electrons, though. Our electrons are propelling against each other, so we're not technically touching.
Yeah.
So
You
weird.
never really
Yeah.
touch.
Physics is weird, man. Mind-blowing. Science for the win. When you press the button, you will not have to sleep for the rest of your life, but to make up for the lost sleep, you'll have to be in a coma for 20 years. Whew.
Beginning when you-
Beginning the second that you press that button. I answered the first one, so Ronnie, let's go with you.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. No, I do not press that button.
No, don't want to miss
No.
20 years.
Yeah, I mean, like, giving up sleep, whatever, but yeah, like, the 20 years, man, that's a lot. Like, do I sleep more than 20 years over the course of my life?
Actually, I was just
I
saying
was gonna say, let's
Yeah, you
calculate.
could just
find that out.
calculate
I mean,
it.
well,
it's
let's see.
fine.
Okay,
So
so
what
you're
do we do?
sleeping, say, low end, maybe 6 hours on average per night.
Right. However, you have to factor in opportunity cost here, because in the daylight hours is when all the news, the big pop culture events are happening. Like you're missing that. If you're sleeping the equivalent of 20 years, at least you're doing that when like most things aren't happening that you actually care about.
It's true, and in 20 years from now, maybe iPhones will have better battery life. So I'll
True
just like
story.
want to be asleep
Right?
for 20 years.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, what is sleep but the period with which you charge yourself? Right? Like, honestly. So Ronnie's not gonna press it.
No.
Jake,
I wouldn't press it.
not gonna press it.
No.
Steph,
I like napping in sunbeams too much to press that button.
Pikachu, would you press that button? No, apparently not. And I will also not press that button.
Oh,
Suck
man.
it button.
Yeah, suck on that button.
Get out of
Booyah.
town.
Oh,
Load the
it didn't
page.
like it. It didn't like the
There it
area
is.
towards it.
That quality internet connection here at the YouTube Space LA, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Rate this dilemma. That was a good one. I enjoyed that. 20 years is a lot. I feel like if
Right?
it was 10 years or maybe 5
Nah,
years.
5 max.
Yeah.
5 max.
5 would have been more of a question to me. Okay, 5 years. Would you have 5 years?
5 years I would probably
5
do.
years, I'd take it.
Press.
I think so.
Yeah, really? 5 years converts it?
I would do 5.
Do you physically continue aging during that 5? Like am I gonna wake
That's a
up
fair
and
question.
look and
Yeah, it would
feel
be
5
nice.
years
Yeah, that was
older?
a huge part of what I was thinking. Like 20 years, I'm gonna be.
Right? You're
Yeah.
so old.
That's your sexual prime.
Yeah.
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 Past.
Or just
It's gonna be like
or
kablooey.
just hiking. You gotta take. God, jeez.
Us guys got to care about that sort of thing.
I'm glad I'm here to look exasperated. I don't know.
Also to man the chat.
Great.
Yeah.
And to lend
The
your
chat
female
is also not pressing the button. Let's
and
move
to
on.
lend your female perspective on things.
I talked about napping in sunbeams. Okay, that was
That is your
that's-
feline perspective on things. Not I said female perspective, not feline. Napping in sunbeams, taking naps, and eating.
All right, let's see.
That's
let's
the
see
cat
where
pat
this goes.
perspective. When you press the button, everything you draw materializes in real life, and you also obtain god-tier drawing abilities. Wow. But an unkillable assassin will murder the creators of any video game you like. What? What? So you can create things in real life just by drawing them.
But Shigeru Miyamoto dies.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Well, I was saying, like, I feel
man.
like Konami already killed my favorite creator, so
Oh!
so big deal.
Hey, by the way, Konami's gonna be here at this party tonight because we do a Metal Gear Solid episode.
I
so
love Konami. What a wonderful, wonderful group of people. I'm just gonna.
they were actually really pleasant to work with when it came to licensing Metal Gear Solid as a
charming.
franchise to do an episode on.
No,
so
I'm sure
they
they're.
were great.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah.
We just needed to put a pachinko machine in the episode.
Let me revise my answer.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't press the button.
You would not press the button. Why not?
Really?
Well, a few things. Okay, so have you ever seen there's a Tales from the Crypt episode starring Dave Barry, I believe.
Okay.
Where he's a comic book artist and every monster he draws comes to life and ends up killing people that are like mean to him, but then they go after him.
Yep.
It's always too good to be true.
This is a button without consequences.
But I feel the consequences. That's my job.
The only
But it
consequence
doesn't
is an
say
unkillable
everything you draw.
assassin.
But it doesn't say. So when it says everything you draw materials in real life, it doesn't say that they're not malicious. Like, what if I draw something? How in a drawing?
Here,
how
I'm
do
here to
I-
tell you,
how-
they're not malicious.
But you can't.
If you draw a smiley face on it, it's nice.
But how do we know that? How can
Because it's
I?
smiling. It is a friendly face.
It's not a malicious smiley.
Clowns
It's like-
are supposed to be happy, yet they're terrifying.
Hey, you have nothing to say to that.
First off,
Actually.
hashtag not all clowns.
Hashtag stop stereotyping.
I'm sorry.
This is a clown-friendly stream, ladies and
Right.
gentlemen. Jeez.
But yeah, okay. So I mean, whatever. You do what you want.
Okay,
You
so
know,
you're not
you-
pressing the button.
I wouldn't
Fine.
press the button.
Ronnie, as an artist yourself.
Yeah, I was going to say, I already have god-tier drawing abilities, so that doesn't even factor in.
Nowhere to go for Ronnie.
Yeah, those little blobby creatures that you create for game theory, man. God tier.
I mean, it's phenomenal.
In a sense, they already do come to life
Yes,
on
I
the
animate them.
screen.
Oh.
I already give them. Well, everything I do.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I had to be a bit there. Sorry.
You know, I'm also wondering, like, are all my sketchbooks like just simultaneously going to pop open, like from all my old drawings now?
No, they won't.
Oh.
How do you
let me-
know?
I have
How
a lot
do
of
you know?
drawings.
Because someone has to lay the ground rules so that way you guys
why
can have a
is it you?
definitive answer. None of this.
I mean, I have like
Because I'm arbiter of this game. I don't know.
I have a few drawings of like Audrey Hepburn and Marilyn Monroe, and so I was thinking like yeah, you know,
sexy
maybe I
drawings.
might press this button.
Okay.
That joke did not land nearly as well as I thought it would.
The audience is laughing.
No, they aren't.
There's probably like 5 people that know who they are.
Who's Audrey Hepburn? Yeah,
I
do you
don't-
privately sketch famous like celebrity, like
I sketch
female
like all
celeb-
sorts of stuff, you know.
Really?
that's
You're
the-
so deep.
I know, right?
You have this deep inner life that I'd love to learn about.
Thank you, Ellen DeGeneres.
So that's the problem with this question, though.
I want to know if Ellen DeGeneres will press the button. Anyway, sorry. Yes, what's the problem with this question?
You can't ever doodle anything in the margins. If you draw a flower, you suddenly have a flower. Like you have to deal with everything you draw come to life.
Yeah, those effing
Well,
flowers,
then you just
man.
draw a
They're the
gardener and
worst,
just take-
I have
right?
so many of those like the C symbols or whatever, you know, like
Oh, those
the S.
S's, yeah.
I have so many of those S's just everywhere.
All those
Right?
swastikas that you just doodle in the corner, man.
How dare you?
Oh my god.
How did you know?
Well, because actually, in all honesty, like a lot of times, my doodling will
Turns
start.
into swastikas?
Well, that's
So weird how it happened.
Another reason I will never get.
Yeah.
Another reason I will never get elected for president one day.
We'll find your
No,
notebook
because my drawings
binders
always
full of
start
swastikas.
very geometric, and I start off with like drawing boxes, and you know it's a very geometric shape, and then I spin it off from there.
And they spin off into racial slurs,
Yeah.
and that just, I don't know how it happens.
You know, from boxes to Star of David's to swastikas, and it's just like this weird progression.
So who's pressing the effing button?
I'm not.
Nah.
Are you
No?
doing it?
An unkillable assassin will murder the creator of any video game that I like.
You're
I don't-
sentencing Reggie.
Reggie didn't
to
create the
death.
game.
He was
Reggie is just the COO.
He was a key factor in the creation of your favorite video games.
He's not the creator, though. I'm sentencing Miyamoto to death.
Also,
I could draw him, though, and bring him back to life. It will be like an endless cycle of life
But
and
will we
death.
have all of the memories that the original one? Like
Right?
how
He would not. That is true.
would he be able to speak? I don't know. There's a lot of
You
things.
could,
I have a lot of
wait, no,
problems.
you could draw a little memory bubble above his head and draw
Yeah.
Mario in it, and then he would remember Mario.
See, murder the creators of any video game that I like. I'm trying to think. There's got to be a loophole here. What if I created an impenetrable? I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to press the button, but I can't.
I know,
I
right?
can't kill people. Done. I won't press the button. 67% of people did press that button. You are murderers.
Really?
Majority of pressing button.
That is
pressers.
unfortunate.
That was good. Great.
What if they were anonymous? Just real, like, what if it were like 5 anonymous people
Wow.
would die? Would you do it then?
Yeah, so you're
Oh.
a faceless killer. Huh?
Yeah.
But I've
They
seen
could
this
be-
movie
they could
though.
be-
Yeah, I was like,
Right,
I've seen
right?
that movie.
Thanks,
yeah.
But
Jakar.
they could
from
be
Game of Thrones.
horrible people, or they could be great people.
Or since it's not, it could be like your mother and
Right.
your loved one. Like it's anonymous. We didn't say.
Right.
Like this movie, The Box.
I like that.
We're just gonna kill whoever we feel like.
Chuckle, chuckle.
Well, it brings up the the trolley problem.
The
right,
yeah.
trolley dilemma.
Yeah,
Right.
which we talked about on a recent episode of Game Theory.
We
Shameless
do.
plug.
Ding.
Okay.
Well, you should go to Game Theory after you watch Film Theory tomorrow for the Finding Dory episode.
Wow! I need to bring you on the stream more often.
That's what I'm here for.
Shameless plugging of our own channel.
Huzzah.
So anyway, what were you saying about the trolley problem?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, please.
No,
Yes,
sorry.
it does. Of course it does.
No, the trolley problem is super interesting, and I think it's worth explaining, actually. So.
Okay, well, we bring up this thing where we're talking about 5 anonymous people die, where it's like, okay, so I'm in a trolley,
Yes.
and I could flip the switch, and what is like you kill
yeah.
5 people,
Yeah.
we'll say, or you flip the switch and you just kill 1 person.
Yeah, the trolley is going to kill someone.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the trolley is going down and it's going to kill 5 people. Do you flip the switch to change it and it switches to kill this 1 person?
Yeah, you like veer off in a different direction where there's only 1 person on the tracks.
And then it brings up another interesting point where we go into things like autopilot and cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where if it's deciding, in these autonomous cars, if it's deciding what's best, how can it choose? If it's in a situation like
Yeah.
the trolley problem, how would it know what's best? It would just choose logically.
Right.
But what if, so then we get into the thing like, what if one is a pregnant mother, and then the other one's just 5 dudes? Like, I'd probably be like, oh,
Yeah.
pregnant mother, I'll save
Dudes,
you!
dudes,
Really?
who
Over
cares
the
about
dudes?
Suck it, 5
dudes?
dudes! The baby's gonna be born, it's gonna be beautiful. It's a beautiful baby, it's like Simba. It's a beautiful baby. But if it's like the car doesn't know, the car just chooses like,
Based on numbers.
algorithmically what's the best choice.
Interesting. So, yeah, it's. Huh.
So it's just interesting.
So what if it's 5 random people versus your best friend? Wow, screw the button. Trolley problem. Will you press the trolley?
Yeah, what would you do? Would you, okay, so let's say it is like your best friend or 5 random people, who would you kill?
Yeah. So we're on a 20-second delay.
So
we
we're
better
gonna have
keep
to wait.
talking.
So, okay, let's just keep going into this.
Well, no, I'm curious. I like that you're avoiding the question, though. I like that you're like, yes, audience, what would you do?
But isn't that what we always do? It's like, let me know what you think in the comments below,
Well,
and I don't
certainly.
give my opinion.
Well, right, as YouTubers, we're not allowed to give opinions.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion.
Ronnie, who are you killing?
Sorry, what was the, which question are we on now?
The trolley problem.
Yeah,
Trolley,
trolley,
so
if
my
it's
best
5
friend or 5 people?
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
randos are your best friend.
Well,
This is the Life is Strange problem.
yeah. I haven't played Life is Strange, actually.
Well, it's a problem.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Yeah, that's
Spoiler.
There's no spoiler.
probably my best friend.
Yeah. To
Who
save
is
the
your
5
best
people.
friend?
You would sacrifice your best friend or save your best friend?
No, I mean, I'd sacrifice my best friend. Yeah.
Who is your best
Sacrifice
friend?
your
Me, obviously.
Matthew Patrick.
If you're watching this, Matthew Patrick,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Matthew Patrick out there watching. Be careful. Ronnie's out for you.
right?
have we gotten our
Best
responses?
friend, sacrifice. Oh wow, 5. Kill the 5. Kill the 5.
Kill the
Oh,
5.
Wow.
jeez.
killing random people.
Wow,
5 random
see,
people.
for me-
5 random.
Like,
yeah. Wow.
This is like a monkey sphere thing.
And then
right?
there's
so
best
if it's outside of
friend.
your monkey sphere, then
5 random
Dunbar
people
number,
die.
you know, that
wow.
stuff? Okay.
It's overwhelmingly 5 random. Kill
Really?
5 random
And that's the thing,
people.
though, because
oh my
you
gosh.
don't know them. It's the same kind of mentality that goes in when people drop bombs.
Yeah.
You
Right.
don't have to physically, you don't know these people that you're mass murdering, so it's a number.
Yeah.
Not
right.
a big deal.
And actually, and doesn't the trolley problem change? The statistics of the trolley problem change when you actually have to physically like push
Yes,
someone
push.
into harm's way or
Yep.
have like a face-to-face contact with them. Because most people would choose just like to save the most number of lives if it's totally anonymous. But then if they have to actually interact with someone, it changes drastically.
Yeah.
It becomes like the choice becomes totally skewed toward saving the person that you would have to come in contact with to like actively sacrifice them, like
doesn't-
shove
they
them in
have to
front of the
push
train.
the person in front of the train to stop the train, and then
Yeah.
it saves 5 people.
Yep.
But anyway, so interesting little aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
All right.
Well, you press the button. You can have the body you've always wanted, but all 42 of your nudes are leaked What an odd number of nudes. that
Anything
you have.
above 42, you're
you're good.
you're safe to keep.
But
Only the first 42.
I only take 42 news. I mean, I'm just gonna jump in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if my body's that great, that's look at this world. Be envious.
What is the body you always wanted, Jake? That one right there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful.
I mean, I would like to have some muscle mass. I can't really gain muscle
Yeah.
mass. So I'd like that. I'd like to be as
Not
as,
with that attitude, you can't.
Thank you.
Jeez.
You're not on like juice cleanses because you gain nothing besides sadness. But I would love to have like a kind of like a fit, like a not a super but like a Michael Phelps kind of body.
Ooh.
And also like
yeah.
super smooth like a Phelps. It was like, ooh, I'm just like a little
Smooth
seal.
like
I
a
can just like
Phelps.
slide across. I can just like slide across this.
Like a Phelps. Can we please try to get that trending? Smooth like a
Hashtag
Phelps.
smooth like a Phelps. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, Michael Phelps.
That's my dream.
You. Ronnie, what about you? Do you want to be smooth like a Phelps?
Dude, I already am smooth like a Phelps.
Are
I
you?
don't grow a ton of hair.
Based on your
Below the
facial
neck,
hair, I
there's
would be-
nothing.
Really?
Yeah, really. Like there's like not very much.
Take it off,
happens.
Ronnie.
He does have very light arm hair. If
Oh,
you
that is
notice,
true.
Like
Look at that.
nothing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
that's
I
all
like him to
fetish.
touch
Yeah,
it.
everybody.
I'm not actually touching him though. As we established
As we
earlier in the
said,
stream,
You
I'm
can't
not
touch
actually touching him.
anyone.
I mean, so the body I've always wanted, like maybe I want to like have 4 arms or something. Does that count? Like,
Yes,
Shiva,
it
yeah.
does.
Oh yeah,
It's
totally.
the body you've
Probably.
always wanted.
That's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, 4 arms
You're
with
like
like
totally-
dragon wings and a tail, like a DNSQ. I mean, I could like
Please don't steal.
yeah, original character, don't steal. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'd press that button.
So you're gonna Goro it out.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Goro it out.
Goro 4-armed. Okay.
DNR, yeah.
Awesome. Steph.
No, I would not press the button.
Really?
I'm not. No.
Why?
So I think the girls actually legitimately have a different perspective on this than guys, because think about like all the nudes leaked stories you see on the internet. They're all girls. Like I have a feeling there are plenty of guys who have nudes that were leaked on the internet,
No
but
one
no
wants to
one's
see that.
interested in seeing those.
True. No one wants to see the guy
If you're
nudes.
a girl, then it's all over
No one.
like Us Weekly or like I don't know.
don't know. Have you seen The
wherever
Body
they
I've Always Wanted?
see nudes.
People gonna be lining up.
I mean, you figure, but
The
still.
penis is very ugly.
Okay.
Just let's
So,
throw it out there
I
right
was-
now. Like
let-
really.
Let's just. So anyway,
Not attractive.
coming from the girl's perspective, no.
Awkward.
I'll work. I'll hustle at the gym or something to get as close to the body I've always wanted, because I don't need any extra limbs. Personally, I'm okay with the number of appendages I have right now, and I'll stick with those, and then I'll just work on the details and not leak my 42 nudes.
Okay.
Wow. See, now, if it was 43 nudes, absolutely not. 42 nudes I'm comfortable with. You know, once you cross that 42 line, it's a bit excessive. But, you know,
As long as you're
as
sliding
long as I'm
under the
under the
radar
42
there.
mark, absolutely. I'm pressing
Okay,
that button.
fair
pressing
enough.
Absolutely pressing that button.
Get it.
Booyah!
No way.
Yes.
How many other people pressed?
62% of people
Oh,
have
wow.
pressed that button. There you go. That was a good dilemma. I enjoyed that.
That was good.
That was a delightful
Right?
one. All right. You become the savior of mankind, but machines take over the earth.
How are you the
I'm
same?
confused. Yeah, how are you the savior of mankind if machines take over the earth?
That is a fair question.
Maybe you negotiate the peace treaty with them.
Maybe machines take over the earth and then you become the savior?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You become the
But then
predestined savior.
there's actually no consequence here,
Yeah,
because
this is-
if machines take over first and then you're the savior, then machines aren't taking over the
my
earth
thinking
anymore.
is the consequence is you get 2 bad movies after a really good one. that was some high level humor.
Is that a Matrix
Well,
reference?
there's a
Yes.
nice interlude don't forget the Animatrix. There was some good stuff in there.
yeah, that too.
That was nice.
Well, that bears with this guy. Get over here. Get over here.
Drake.
Drake has entered the
We
building.
need a professional
Drake.
consult.
We need we're calling in a
Drake,
lifeline
you-
here. I don't know if you're in. Climb awkwardly onto us.
There we go.
That
Okay.
table.
I would-
Yeah,
I don't know. I
trust
wouldn't
that.
trust it.
I'm not sure
I would
about
not
that
trust
guy.
that.
Move some balloons out of the way.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're more
There we
important
go.
than
We could like
Okay.
peer through the balloons
Okay,
if you
Drake.
wanted to.
Because you don't have a mic, you're gonna have to talk in my chest.
Ooh, hell there.
Oh yes, this is great. You as the comic book expert, Drake.
I've been called that, yes.
Yes, comic Drake himself. You become savior of mankind, but machines take over the earth. In your comic book knowledge, any chances that this could go awry? Like, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this topic?
Have you ever read a comic book?
Yes.
It will always go wrong. It will always go wrong until the writers say, we need to go back to the status quo because we have another movie coming out.
So reset the universe.
Reset, retcon.
Or the world.
If it's DC Comics, then we get a whole new multiverse. If it's Marvel, we just keep going.
You keep going, no one will remember.
Well, I mean, they actually destroyed the entire Marvel multiverse, and they restarted.
Spoiler
Oh
alert!
my gosh,
Drake.
wait.
Spoiler alert for probably the end of Infinity
So
War.
wait, Drake, so what do we choose here? To get the best out of every comic book scenario that you're aware of, how do we get out of this situation? Do we press the button or not?
Well, again, it comes down to what Ronnie was saying: is that do the machines take over the Earth, and then you're the savior, or
I mean, it sounds like we're the savior and then machines take over the earth.
It does.
yeah, like
it
we
does.
get to
It is a weird order of events here.
Right.
We get to the singularity, and then machines take over, and that's but you're the reason why the singularity happened. You saved all mankind, and then our hubris took over.
Curse our hubris! Damn mankind! We blew it
Humankind.
up! We blew it all up!
But are machines, I mean, okay, so we're going with, are machines that bad? We're assuming that they're going to be
Listen,
evil.
my dryer constantly takes my sock. It cremates them, and that's what the lint is.
Oh, don't even get me started on our washer that broke after
But
like
you lose
3
a
years.
few
I can't
socks
stand it.
for a barrel load of dryness. You know, it's like it's the tax. It's the dry tax.
Or wait. Or could you make the argument that machines have already taken over the Earth since we are sitting in a Google
Wow.
building?
Yeah.
Everything around us
That's
is
the thing.
screens and technology. Are we already there?
what
Is
you
this
are-
just
you
a
are in
matter
the
of
hacker
becoming?
episode.
Yeah.
When do we say that? Like, I guess machines are taking over. Like, if there's a great video by Gray who does the things about like how people's jobs are being taken by machines, right? That's
Yeah.
just going to happen
Yep.
Yeah.
as we get automation better and better, and when cars can start driving us, when planes can fly themselves in, they're kind of taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this isn't saying. So here's where I'm going to get a little bit pedantic about it. They're not saying that these machines are smart.
Yeah.
Right.
There's nothing that's saying that they're smart. They're just machines.
Right.
So we use machines to take place of what we were doing, but we still have to build them.
Yep.
We haven't gotten to the point where we create that one machine that then can create an even better machine
Yep.
than itself.
That's deep.
We in the industry call that Ultron.
In the industry.
In the industry.
All in Ultron.
Ultron. Okay, so quick little side note. I apologize. What did you think of Ultron in the MCU?
Oh man, we're getting into
Okay.
He was good. He had a wonderful voice, but I'm hoping that we'll get to the point where Ultron is where he's in the comics, where he merges with Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man, and now there's Cyborg.
Do you think? So you think
What?
we're going to see
What?
Ultron
Spoiler alert.
again?
Yeah,
Spoiler
spoiler
alert.
alert for that one graphic novel that
I
came
know.
out in 2015.
I don't have to watch the next 6 movies then.
But you,
Okay.
but do you think Ultron's going to
Ragnarok
come back?
spoilers right here. Nope.
Is there a chance that Ultron could come back in the MCU, or
Oh, wait,
are we
wait,
moving on to
definitely.
Thanos?
No, because Ultron, how he is in the comics, he was Ultron 5 the first time he appeared. Because he just always comes back stronger and stronger and stronger until he becomes an entire planet.
I feel like you're getting a kiss. I don't know, I'm getting this vibe where you're
No.
You saw it here first on GTLive.
great.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Who knew you cared? All right.
You touched me that way.
Listen,
Oh my
listen,
god.
I gotta keep this job.
So officially now, you have kissed me just as many times as Stephanie has on the stream. So there you go.
oh, that's
we did it
true.
because electrons.
Electrons.
We didn't actually touch here.
Because electrons.
Not to be confused with Ultrons. Here, get on the couch. Scoot over.
All right.
Let's get Drake on the couch here. So, did we decide that we've pressed this button or not? Like
I
we've,
wouldn't press
We've talked about singularities. We've talked about all this
Is there
stuff.
enough?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
we
fine.
already have machine overlords. It's cool.
Okay, we're not pressing the button.
I wouldn't press it. I mean, we'd lose nothing by not
Great.
pressing it.
All right.
Being savior of the earth, it's too much. It's too much
Yeah.
pressure, honestly. Okay, press the button. You bring bacon to a baconless world.
Ooh.
But
You're the savior of humanity.
yes, you are clearly the savior of humanity. But it always feels like you are stepping on a Lego brick.
No.
Ooh.
Well, so Mars is a baconless world currently. Curiosity or path.
That's deep.
Mars
You're
is
totally right.
Mars confirmed, currently baconless.
Yeah, so it depends on the world, right?
Right.
So-
Because
I
you
don't
have to
know,
be coming from someplace that has bacon.
Yeah.
So why can't you just go back?
Can we be
It's true.
sure that Mars is bacon? We just found water on Mars.
Yeah,
like,
next thing they
Who
find is
knows
bacon.
what else is there?
Oh, curiosity discovered bacon.
first comes Mars, first comes water, then comes bacon.
Yep.
Bacon on Mars confirmed.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. What kind of bacon is it? Is it turkey bacon? Is it regular good bacon?
If it's turkey bacon,
Is
it
it a
really
bacon
doesn't
bowl?
count.
Or is it
If it's
tempeh
turkey bacon, stay on your own effing
Yeah,
planet.
get off our planet.
Get off our planet.
I think it's whatever bacon you want, because you're introducing it. You get to
The
choose.
bacon was
That's
hidden in
true.
our heart the whole
You
time.
define. In
You
fact,
define
you
what bacon
define
is.
bacon. Bacon could be
Bacon-
asparagus
Yeah, it
for
could
all
be
they
spaghetti.
know.
It could be like
right?
cooked spaghetti, and you're like, oh, it's bacon. And they're like, oh, this is amazing. Thank you.
So it sounds like we're not pressing the button.
Yeah,
Nah.
who needs it?
Because it also sucks.
Lego
to-
bricks.
Okay, can we
hurt.
do before we do? I will not. No.
Oh!
I was gonna say we should guess how many people press the button.
Oh, well, I can tell you it was 36%.
wow,
half
you
press
are
button.
so smart. How did you know?
I'm so good at this game.
Intuitive.
That was a fun one. I enjoyed that. Let's see. Here we go.
You think this place had Google Fiber?
Right? Bring Google Fiber to Los Angeles, to your own effing YouTube space, Google. Will you press the button? You can learn any language in 2 weeks. Ooh, but you cannot control which language you speak and cannot censor yourself.
Oh no way!
No, yeah, that
no
sounds-
choice.
there's
Come on
no-
now.
Well then, that was an easy one. Okay.
Lame.
Ronnie?
Everyone, by the way, was voting for the bacon choice last time.
Really?
It's the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why
Everyone
I
was
thought
like,
it would be hard.
bacon. Hi, bacon. It's bacon.
All right.
Do bacon.
But maybe after they heard our logical arguments,
We
they have
no.
decided.
Logic on the internet? Surely you just, sir. Ronnie, are you not pressing this button?
Yeah,
as well?
I don't think I'm
All right,
pressing.
let's play Jake's little game.
Wow. Okay, let's just belittle it. Well, Jake's a little game. Twirl my mustache.
I was going to say, were you waxing your
Well,
mustache?
that's what he would do if he had one.
Fun fact, my dad waxed his mustache. Like, my dad every Christmas will come in wearing a different set of facial hair when it's the family Christmas. And so he's
For
had
the
every
portrait, right? For the
Save Chris.
a handlebar mustache. So he has done the wax.
Really?
Like, we bought him mustache wax. It is still a product that exists. And
Has
it's
he ever
fucking-
gone full Dali?
He did do Dali one year, yes.
nice.
He has not done Hitler stash, though. He has not done the Hitler stash.
Well, when your swastikas come to life, then maybe you.
then it'll
Dad,
be bad.
please.
He's waiting for that.
Yep.
that Christmas.
Can the Hitler stash be saved by like a celebrity?
No.
If they decide
No,
to try to
it's
bring it
just-
back? Or
No.
is it
No.
done?
The
It's
name
done.
Hitler,
Alright,
unless you're named Hitler, in which case.
I think that name is also done.
Wait, did you just
Right?
applaud everyone named Hitler?
Because I mean that takes a lot of oomph,
Yeah.
you know. Your name's Hitler. It'd be like your name being like Chicken Nugget. Like oh, like
No, it's actually not like your name being Chicken Nugget.
I would
It's-
much rather. Okay, would you? Now we're hopping into the would you rather game. Would you rather have your name be Hitler or Chicken Nugget? Go
that's
down.
just your first name, not your full. Your last name's like it's spaghetti.
So your first name is not Chicken and your last name is Nugget.
your
It's
first name is Chicken
It's,
Nugget.
it's a hyphen. It's a hyphen.
It's a
Hyphen. Yeah, it's like a
What, do you want a compound word?
No, I just want Chicken Nugget. 2 words as my first
Chicken
name.
Nugget Patrick. That's
Okay,
like
Chicken Nugget Patrick.
Chicken Nugget Patrick
All right,
or
let's go.
Adolf Patrick.
Okay, Chicken Nugget Roper. What do you think?
Chicken actually that sounds like my rap name.
Right?
Chicken
Chicken
Nugget
Nugget
Roper.
Roper. I like that.
I think
CNR, bro.
CNR. You're like
Ooh,
Creedence
yeah.
Clearwater Revival.
But Chicken Nugget Roper, that has a nice ring to it.
Right?
So versus Hitler Roper.
Hitler Roper sounds. Oh, but now we're calling. Okay, is it Hitler Roper or Adolf Roper?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or is it Hitler over?
Adolf
I
Hitler.
think that's what it might
Oh,
be.
Adolf Hitler Roper. AHR sounds more presidential.
AHR.
You're like, oh, JFK, AHR.
Yeah, for all we know.
Yeah,
Right.
for the next time that we're going to elect someone whose name's 2
Adolf
first names are
Adolf.
Adolf and Hitler.
It could happen.
Make America great again. Adolf Hitler Roper.
That is, I have the make already, right there. So I just got to get the great there and then make America F it. Make great again.
Yeah, F it. That is the Adolf Hitler Roper model. So are you doing Chicken Nugget?
So
or
I'm
are
doing
you
Chicken Nugget.
Okay,
That's like a
Ronnie.
nice
Yeah,
rap.
Ronnie.
I was thinking like so SEO. If my name's Hitler, like that's not gonna.
SEO wise, for search engine optimization purposes.
Could you ever beat out Adolf?
Well, yeah, it's
I mean, sir, yes, actually.
do you want to beat Adolf?
Name yourself FNAF. Done. I'm FNAF Patrick, which actually is kind of catchy. FNAF Pat. FNAF Pat.
It sounds like that's like your video game name.
Yeah.
Right, it is. A
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
kinda
I like
like
that.
that.
So anyway,
Man.
Yeah,
from
it's
SEO perspective.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with like Hitler.
Wow, Hitler.
Whoa.
I like how you're putting into the
Betsy.
guise of an SEO. Like, oh, if I do the SEO thing, then Hitler.
It has nothing to do with my quest for world domination.
Yeah, what?
Nothing.
What SEO is so valuable to? Like,
I mean, I just like threw that in as a suggestion. No, there's something I think like. Yeah.
You know, I bet if you look at the Google Trends data of the actual SEO
Bet chicken
viability
nugget beats
of
it out.
Hitler, I bet it peaked kind of a couple decades ago.
Yeah,
and it's kind of-
1945, it really peaked.
Yeah,
on the
that was
Google
really
search
the
engine.
peak.
Started to go downhill
Those
from
those
there.
early prototype Googlers, man, were like, who's this Hitler character?
Yeah.
So you go with Hitler.
Yeah, I'd go with Hitler.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Steph.
Yeah, oh, I'm chicken nugget all the way, and here's why. Because if someone needs to find you, it's related to SEO, but not the same. So if you have a really popular name, so Stephanie Patrick, there are tons, like millions of Stephanie Patricks in the world. However, there are very few chicken nugget Patricks, except apparently you. So,
Right, we're gonna share the same name.
It takes it down to 2 search results, and also Chicken Nugget Patrick also starts earlier in the alphabet than Hitler would. So,
Whoa, so
I'm also coming up earlier in alphabetical sorting.
Oh, wow. All right.
Unless
so-
we're sorting by last names, in which case it doesn't really matter.
yeah, in which case, totally moot point.
Stop
Drake,
that.
what do you say?
This entire time I've been thinking about what if Hitler was just named Chicken Nugget World War II?
Chicken Nugget Hitler and like, we must stop Chicken
What?
Nugget.
Okay, which name first? So let's say, okay, sorry to interrupt.
No,
Let's say,
we're just
let's
going
say
to all on
his
it,
name
man,
was
now.
Chicken Nugget. Do you think that chicken nuggets were a thing at this point?
Do you think that we'd be
What would we
Hitlers
call
at
chicken
McDonald's?
nuggets?
Chicken
though?
fingers.
Would we call them Chicken McHitlers instead?
Yes, I'll have 26 chicken.
I'll hold the ranch.
I need some barbecue dipping sauce for my Chicken McHitler. My God.
Somebody Photoshop that, please. I would love to see a Chicken McHitler. Sorry, anyway,
It's just
continue.
it's just a chicken nugget with a little tiny mustache.
It's a 20-pack, 40-pack. Oh, man. Okay, so anyway.
Chicken Nugget for sure.
Chicken
Nugget.
Nugget.
And you?
Chicken Nugget
Chicken
all the way.
nugget.
Like, come on.
What do the folks at home
The-
say?
the-
It's chicken nugget.
Chicken
It's
nugget.
been chicken nugget for quite a while.
Chicken nugget.
Except for the people who are really confused, and that's most people.
Awesome Yoshi likes FNAF Pat, and Tyler Campbell says Adolf Nugget. Great.
Adolf Nugget.
Yeah, Halaloth says, just getting here, what have I missed because of work? How can we sum this up, friends?
Just
Chicken McHitler.
Chicken McHitler.
Chicken McHitler.
Chicken
That's it.
McHitler, and you
Pretty
can't
much it.
actually touch another person.
No,
No,
never.
no.
Never.
We're not actually touching.
No.
Well, here's the thing. What does a spoon taste like?
What does a spoon taste? That's not.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
Are you stoned?
I'm on juice,
It's
man.
the juice.
Juice.
It's the juice.
I actually have
He's
my
like,
whole body's like.
I haven't experienced the taste of a spoon in 2 days.
Listen, I have-
It's all juice.
I have just goose, like not goosebumps, but my whole body feels like it's asleep. I have the tinglies.
Yeah, is that the positive sensation of being cleansed with juice?
Oh, I'm so cleansed. But no, there's a whole thing.
That's your aura having like purity, right?
Right?
That's your purity of aura.
But I
coming
do
out.
believe that, and I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below.
It could be Los Angelino.
the stainless steel. So you put a spoon in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're not actually touching the steel. There's a very, 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 very thin layer in between it. So when you touch it, you're not actually you're not tasting a spoon. You're not tasting the metal.
And what does anything taste like?
But exactly. Good video title. What does anything taste like?
Wow, coming to
OMG,
a
my face.
coming to a Vsauce channel near you.
Here's an
Right?
idea.
Yeah, but you could just like
Hey,
take a spoon out
Vsauce,
of the
Jake
drawer and
here.
lick it.
What does a spoon taste like?
Well, it's one of those things like you don't really. I don't know. It's just. It's a
It
thing
tastes like
that-
stainless steel. Or plastic if
that
it's a plastic
taste
spoon.
But that's the thing. We don't know like what does steel taste like.
Yes,
when
we do. Anytime I put a steel thing in my mouth and it tastes like metallic and similar, that tells me that that is a taste. to that.
Interesting.
Well, let me ask you a question. What does the inside of your nose smell like?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, what does your tongue taste
Oh,
like?
look, a new question.
Oh.
Those deep thought education.
Everyone's like, it's the juice. It's the juice. OMG. Move on.
I got my whole body.
I like people are calling this the best GTLive ever. You guys rock.
Right.
Yes, achievement unlocked. Well, you press the button, you can kill or bring back to life anyone you want, but every time you kill or bring back to life someone, you lose from 10 months to 1 year of your life.
variable,
Because those 2 months are really making or breaking this question. Let's be
Right?
honest here.
Matt Pat would bring back Hitler, no questions asked.
Chicken Nugget Hitler coming
So you can
back.
ask and be like, listen, Hitler, if you could change your name to Chicken McNugget, would you?
And then it's like, okay, now you're dead.
Yeah, you're
I
dead.
sacrificed 2 years of my life to get that answer. Totally worth it. Hitler, would you press that button? Yes, you would. Great.
Think about how many
Kill this
views
guy.
you'd get
Great
on
dead.
GTLive. That'd be like the most viewed GTLive if you had Hitler.
It would be almost as many views as I would get if Markiplier was on here.
Almost.
Almost. Let's be honest here. Almost as many views.
Oh, hey!
Hey, if it isn't Chicken
It's a new
McNugget
friend.
Hitler himself.
You gotta get right in there.
Look,
we
it's
doing?
Joven.
It's a live
Hey,
stream.
Joven.
Dip your head in here, Joven.
There was literally a security guard that's like, I'm sorry, they're live streaming. I'm like, I know, let me in.
And that was it. That's all you said. And you
Oh,
let you
there's
in.
a live stream going on. I need to be a part of it.
Yeah, seriously.
So
Do you want to move
you
these
could
balloons?
perch, yeah. There we go. There we go.
this is great.
I like applied weight slowly. What would actually happen?
Hey!
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello,
Jovenshire from
Joven.
Smosh Games.
Hi.
And from the Jovenshire channel. So I got a question for you. Would you rather your name be Chicken McNugget or Hitler?
You
Okay.
could keep your last name.
I'm going to get controversial here. I feel like it's a little selfish that Hitler ruined the name Hitler.
How dare you, sir? How dare? And the
yeah.
Hitler stash too. We were talking about this earlier.
I couldn't grow a Hitler stash if I couldn't grow any stash if I wanted to. But I feel like a name like Hitler, again, horrible things aside, just it's like Hitler. Like the 2 syllables is almost just like a strong.
It's a strong name. It's a quality name.
Yeah, I gotta go with Hitler.
Nah.
Over Chicken McNugget.
Yes.
Or Chicken Nugget.
What if,
Team
you had,
Hitler.
what if you had to take Adolf with it?
Team Hitler.
I gotta take
If you
Adolf
have,
with it.
if you have to take Adolf with it,
So
because
I'd
I
be
feel like
Adolf
Adolf is
Hitler.
like ugh.
Adolf Hitler Shire or Overshire.
Adolf Hitler
Overshire, yeah.
Overshire.
I
Yeah.
almost forgot my actual last name.
AHO.
And the question is, can I turn it into a cool YouTube name afterwards? So it'd be like
Hitlershire?
a Hitshire,
No.
a Hitshire,
Hitch-
Hittenshire.
Adolfshire.
But it's so much better than chicken nuggets because like chicken nuggets, it's like that's like a bad
Well,
college
it's just
nickname.
singular. You don't have to pluralize.
It is a bad college nugget. It is. It's like, oh, chicken nugget.
It is like
Chicken
like
nugget.
so
And
many
you
names,
get like
like-
aggressive punches into arm.
It's like Chunk from the
Right,
Goonies.
It's like a nickname
Yeah.
that you got from like a night partying and you ate like a bucket of 50 nuggets. It's like, oh, chicken
chicken
nugget.
nugget.
But it's better than like having the nickname Adolf Hitler. They'd be like, how did you get that nickname?
Yeah,
I don't really want to know.
yeah. I guess maybe you would apply the same logic to both. But like, there goes
Oh,
Hitler
that night
Overshire.
that he
One
tried to seize
crazy
Poland.
night.
And also, if you go with the same connotation that both names have, like, okay, chicken nugget Jovenshire, that implies no power.
It implies tremendous power.
But,
I think
over
it's
processed
charming.
chicken meat.
But if by going by Hitler Jovenshire, don't mess with the guy named Hitler Jovenshire.
So you're still,
True,
you're
it's
still on the
true
Hitler
story.
bus?
I'm gonna stay on the Hitler bus. Am I the
Okay.
only one on the Hitler bus?
No, Team Hitler.
Yeah.
Let's never do that.
Yeah, never again. We'll have high fight
Context.
over Team Hitler.
White power.
Oh no, no, Ronnie, no, that's
cancel the
not a
stream.
thing. That is not a thing.
It's okay. Ronnie is a person of questionable color, so it's all right. He's allowed to make those jokes, right? All right. Great.
Questionable morals as well.
Would you like to join in this
Welcome,
next
welcome
question?
to.
What is the next question?
I don't know yet.
Well, you press the button. You can. No, this is the one. You can.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Oh.
no, hold on.
We're not
Wait.
pressing this button. It was
No,
a stupid button.
no, that was
okay.
the
This
dumb
one-
button. Moving
This
on.
is a dumb button. The question could have been better. All right. Your teeth will stay white forever, but everything sweet will taste like vitamins.
Oh,
No.
that's easy. White.
No.
No,
vitamins we
I
talked
have
about.
gummy vitamins that taste awesome.
Yeah,
friends.
there are gummy vitamins that are delicious.
Oh, but have you ever had the vitamins from, without saying any brands, big store where you can buy stuff in wholesale, starts with a giant C?
Chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Their vitamins are the worst. They taste like poop. They taste so much like poop. I don't even need to know what poop tastes like in order to know that it tastes like poop.
And Joven's like, I've been through 4 bottles of this stuff. I just keep buying,
Just
buying
throwing up every
it.
time.
And
Got my
you
fifth bottle today.
every time.
That is tough. That is the danger of buying in bulk, I
It's
feel
true.
like.
It's
Is when you buy in
I'm
bulk.
stuck with this decision. I'm putting mayonnaise and everything for the next 65 days.
Okay, well, that's never a mistake. You can never have too much mayonnaise.
Accurate.
That's just
Right?
the thing.
Yeah, absolute high five.
Says the guy on the juice
White
cleanse.
white power. White condiment power.
Okay, there
White
you go.
condiment power.
Yeah, I am okay. What I am looking, actually, I'm looking. Okay, sorry. Little side note.
Yes.
So when I was a young lad,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell
but
him
a wee roper.
But a wee roper.
But a wee chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget. Just a baby nugget.
A roper tot.
A roper tot.
There you go.
I used to just fill out French bread rolls, and just squirt mayonnaise inside of it and eat that for lunch.
You're so skinny now.
Because I do juice cleanses.
Because I did choose.
Going back to the original question, I would like to mention if it was Dino Nugget, hands down, everyone would choose that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Dino
yeah.
nugget.
Dino Nugget.
I like how
what's
that
the
we can
name?
mention, but we can't mention the name of the giant store. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, Dino Nugget,
is,
that's
you
fine.
know,
I'm still trying to think of what the giant store is. I don't even know what the giant store starts with a C.
Rhymes with Roscoe.
Oh, that one. I'm like CVS does big vitamins.
Oh, those CVS vitamins!
Or I'm also like Sam's Club also doesn't sell like Sam's Club doesn't start with a C, Joe.
I'm actually was pro Sam's Club for many years. My mom worked at a Sam's Club. I literally grew up in a Sam's Club. I would go home.
You were born in a
That
Sam's
sounds
Club.
awesome, actually.
in the Sam's
They
Club.
sell snacks in ridiculous quantities.
Better than that. I grew up in a Sam's Club to the point where I would go home from school, do homework from there, and once I finished my homework, I could play Donkey Kong Country on the giant screen TV and get free
What?
Coca-Cola Slurpees and churros.
Whoa.
I don't know why not better than I already have.
What's the
Are you
question?
sure?
Wow,
Are you sure you were
that
allowed?
sounds-
Are you
that is
sure
an
you were
amazing
allowed the
childhood.
free
Oh
Slurpees
my
there?
No,
God.
I definitely
I feel like
probably
your
was
mom.
not.
I feel like your mother could have gotten fired
You
for
wanna do
that
the
sort
thing
of
where you
thing.
put your mouth
Actually,
underneath it and just hold the
No,
lever?
no, I didn't pull the Pauly Shore on it.
Oh.
I didn't. It was a different time, and they were behind
It's a different time. It was a different time.
it was a simpler time than in
time.
Costco.
All sold from
Sam's
No,
Club,
Sam's Club. How dare
Sam's
you?
Club. Oh
We
my
don't
gosh.
mention the C word
we don't say
Right?
the
here.
C word.
Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
Because if we did,
CVS.
Just because you don't like their vitamins doesn't mean they don't offer a wide variety of other quality products.
I will
Like their
speak
pizza.
Hashtag not spawn.
I will speak against Sam's Club's pizza. Costco pizza way better.
Costco pizza is
Oh, you said the
fantastic.
word.
I did.
We're speaking positively about
Oh,
it.
okay, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Positive.
Yeah,
So
those
you
are
can only
positive.
allude to bad things, but you can speak positive. Okay,
We
great.
can
That-
speak positively
glad we
about
have the ground
Adolf
rules.
Hitler and Costco pizza. What's
did-
the question?
What? Oh yeah.
Who knows?
Your teeth will say okay.
Are we
whatever.
saying? Are we? I'm pressing the button.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
52% of people have
Right.
pressed that
I
button.
know. It's still you still end up with
It's
a
fine.
little bit of vitamin E taste.
All right.
Okay.
You will be able to be invisible, but it will cost $100. Oh, this is great.
What?
You'll be able to be
Yeah.
invisible, but it will cost $100
Yeah.
per hour.
You don't have to
do you
be.
have to be
invisible.
invisible all the time?
Do you know how
No.
much I could do in an hour?
Right?
Well,
You don't have to. You don't have to be invisible,
I got
right?
very
You can turn it
excited.
on.
Immediately my heist brain just
Jason,
started
wait,
kicking
Jason.
in.
So we all agree that this is a great idea, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
the
I
perfect
didn't even hear
idea.
the other option, and it's the better idea.
Great. We're pressing the button.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great.
Only 55% of people have pressed this button.
You can
Morons.
steal
What's
the
wrong with you?
$100.
Why
What's
would
wrong
you-
with you?
You lose nothing and you gain everything.
Well, you lose $100.
No,
No,
it's
you don't- you
optional.
don't-
It's
you don't have to.
optional. You don't have to
You
turn
gain
it
a
on.
power, and yes, you have to pay for it, but like,
Yeah.
otherwise you can't become invisible. There is no
like that's
downside.
You-
That's a skewed percentage.
Right?
Okay,
Well,
let's
I
think about it
know.
logically.
Okay.
Let's say that somebody.
Why would we do that?
What if they
Think about it logically.
invented, invisible technology? Like it's an invisibility cloak, kind of like Harry Potter, but you have to still pay for it.
Right.
Now,
exactly.
how much would that cost? Especially when it first comes out.
It's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, if we break it down,
Gajillion
this is like you're
$100
leasing
an hour.
It's gonna be
the power.
expensive.
You lease the power for an hour.
Oh
See,
my
but
gosh,
the thing
yeah.
is, it's $100. See, if this was delivered to us in like microtransactions, like DLC style, then people would be like, "Oh yeah, absolutely."
Yeah.
Like if it was $1 a minute, people would be like, "Yeah."
Is
but
it
it's $100 an
Is it
hour.
bad on my character that as soon as I heard it, immediately I started thinking of like horrible things I can do? Not horrible things, but like, okay, I can steal this, I can rob this, I can do this, and this.
Yeah.
Yep,
Actually,
that's pretty.
pretty terrible.
That's pretty fair.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
no,
I'm
wait.
the bad guy.
I was like, oh, I'm there too. It's
Okay,
fine.
you too.
Okay, yeah, all right, good,
Team
cool.
bad guys.
Crime,
So-
crime
Hitler.
for the win. All right.
Team crime.
Team crime.
Team crime.
Woo!
Yeah.
Heist.
Is this a power that somebody is supplying to you? Like, is that a thing that you can purchase? Because this reminds me of a comic book, of course.
Oh,
I like this guy.
comic book
Called
knowledge.
Superior Iron Man, where Tony Stark
Better than mediocre Iron Man.
way back. So he becomes evil.
Uh-huh.
But in his version of being evil is just trying to exploit the world for money. And he invents this
Sell out.
He invents a second organic virus called Extremis 3.0, which lets you have the ideal you. You can have all the be as skinny as you want. It's that question that we had earlier.
Yeah, your ideal body.
Now at first it was free and he gave it to everybody in San Francisco. But afterwards it was $100 a day and you can have your ideal body forever.
Huh.
So in this case, people love and trust Tony Stark for the most part. He was an Avenger, and people were totally got something they wanted out of it, and they were happy to pay him.
Yeah.
Now for this, what if this $100 you're paying goes to somebody like Chicken McKittler?
Chicken McKittler.
Ooh.
Would you still want
Do we
to?
trust
It's only $100. It's not gonna take him
Well,
very
no, that's
far.
a good question though.
But do we fund him?
Would you? I don't even care if it's Chicken McKittler. Do you pay $100 for your ideal body? $100 a day?
$100 a day?
Yes, hands
Yes?
down.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
You could like, could you turn it on for big
This would
events or
happen.
something?
I knew this would
Not
happen.
only did I steal your seat, but I got everyone to believe that you have bad gas from juice cleanses.
I don't. I have nothing. Nothing leaves my body.
I'm the worst.
There's no food. There's no nutrients. There's nothing.
You're nothing. You're a liquid. Would you pay $100 a day for your ideal body?
For my ideal body.
Yeah, $100 a day.
Oh yeah, that's like super cheap.
Like felt?
Smooth like a felt.
Smooth like a felt.
Yeah.
That's $3,000 a month.
I mean, I don't have to have a house, I guess. Just lose that. But with a body like this, when I have my ideal body.
Yeah,
yes,
you'll just
right.
stay at
Yeah,
other
I'll stay at other
people's
people's houses.
$3,000 a month for your ideal body.
Well, I was thinking like with my ideal body, with the forearms and the dragon wings and stuff like that.
Oh!
Yes, that's an easy win.
Yeah, I mean, I could like make $100 just like showing up places
It's
and
true.
like
You like,
performing.
yeah. All you need to do
that's
is like
true.
stand in Times Square, and everyone's like paying
Cover
you.
those
Is your ideal
expenses.
body invisible?
Ooh, your ideal body could be invisible.
Ooh.
Whoa, ooh, whoa. Draw me like one of your
Hello.
French women.
Hello.
Okay, will you press the button if you swap your
You
gender
just
but your
tickle him
sexual
right
orientation
now.
becomes inverted? That's weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so what do you
Swap
mean?
your gender. Okay.
So you swap your gender. So I'm male to female.
Yeah, you're female.
But you
my
still have a wiener.
Orientation has become
Inverted.
inverted.
So wait,
My
that
penis has become inverted?
no,
No.
no. I think your
Technically.
sounds like-
preference, your
sounds like something
preference.
search
So
on
I would
WebMD.
become a gay guy.
Oh, okay, so you wouldn't still have the same.
Right?
That
Right?
makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'd be a lesbian woman.
Yes.
Of course, because women are beautiful and gorgeous creatures.
Wow.
And men, well, have you seen us?
Have you?
No,
Have
seriously.
you seen
Have
us?
you seen us? YouTube.com/.
Our ideal body.
But this is
Penis
one of
is
those
awkward
ones again
still.
where if you
Stand by
don't
that.
press it, nothing happens. There's no repercussions if you don't press it. But if you do, then there's repercussions.
Right? I think this is
I think it's the
easy.
thing you just be like,
I think this is more a question of like, are you happy with your gender?
I'm happy with
I'm
who I
happy
am.
being a
Good.
man.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, we're all
it's
happy?
yeah, we're all
It's more
in a good place.
Jerry.
Man,
I would love
that
to bear
white male.
children.
that reverse
Arnold
racism,
Schwarzenegger
man.
did it.
Yeah, oh, no, he didn't. That didn't happen.
That was
What?
good.
What?
That's good.
Junior happened.
Junior did not happen.
It was a box office success.
That
Thank you very much.
Didn't happen.
Okay, will you press the
Cool.
button? You find the meaning of life, but you are in every way unable to tell anyone ever.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a good
this is
one.
actually a good one.
This is a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is deep.
So wait, hold on.
Jake? Oh,
Oh, wait,
Joven.
Joven?
Joven has insight.
So if you push it, you know but if you don't push it, you know nothing, Johnstown,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Thanks,
True,
me.
true,
You
true
know,
story.
I would choose not knowing
Really?
because I think half the adventure is figuring out what the adventure is, right?
Well, it's torn up by, but you had the opportunity to know. Would that at least eat you alive for the rest of your life?
Me, not so much.
Ooh.
But see, if I know
Blissfully
and I know
ignorant.
I'm right and I can't correct everyone else, that's just against who I am.
Ooh, that's
It would
true.
drive me
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the
Like you're
thing.
doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like, oh man, the meaning of life is happiness and building a family, and you're like, no, you idiot, but you can't do that.
But
It's called peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's it. That was the pinnacle. Can't say it.
But wouldn't you just have smug satisfaction over everyone else though?
Yeah, that seems very up your
That
alley.
seems like- that
Smug-
seems very
Say, already
Joven.
have
No,
it.
no,
Already have it. Already have it.
Who needs it?
Being successful in life isn't the same as knowing the meaning of life. So you wouldn't even necessarily be able to be smug because what if the meaning of life is like not doing anything again? Everyone would just think you're a lazy bum, but
yeah,
actually
it
you
could
know
turn
the
around on
meaning
you.
of life.
My thinking was like finding out the meaning of life suddenly makes the universe teleological in a really interesting philosophical way.
Wow.
And it fundamentally, is nobody following me?
No, no,
What if
I
it
was
opens up
expecting-
your mind and then you become all Doctor Strange on it?
Oh.
No, but if there is a meaning of life, then there has to be some kind of divine.
See, that's what I said.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. Like there
Yeah.
has to be some divine thing. I'm not gonna say it, but there has to be something divine to be able
Are we
to.
not allowed? Are we not allowed to say like
I
the
just
C
don't
word?
Can't say Costco.
Yeah, I don't want to say some
There's some
divine
divine
Costco.
thing.
It's Costco, guys.
The C word. It's
But
Costco.
also, what if it's something so minuscule and it's on the opposite side where it's like there is no meaning of life and we're just
Yeah,
an
we just wanna
organism that
know.
evolved here.
Wow.
And all of a
Wanna
sudden
know.
you're just screwed. You know too much.
Well, first and foremost, evolution's a lie.
No, yeah, of course. Duh.
Just joking.
Wow, way to drop the party that way.
Really? I didn't think that was that controversial, but I guess we have a lot of.
Okay,
What a
so.
Oh wait, we have insight from Romina Ambriz, which says, I feel like watching Pokemon. My brother says it's a boy show, and I am a girl who loves the show. My favorite is Lucario, and Lucario is base for my Powerpuff character, and I also love Oshawott.
Is that Jason? Did he write that?
So-
Is that your comment?
That's Jason's answer to everything.
Also, Jeannie Park says, I like your hair, Stephanie. I feel like between
Okay.
those two answers, we have truly stumbled across what is the meaning of life.
How did my mic die again? I'm holding the record, by the way, of mic deaths in this stream.
It's just you're talking so much.
It's true.
Could be
Can't
a
take it all
energy
in.
level
Gotta
that your
keep-
body produces that actually almost
True.
acts
My
as
own
a
electrical potential
Yeah.
just
Yeah, your-
zaps everything.
Your aura is very cloudy.
Yeah, maybe you should do
I
a
need
juice
to
cleanse.
juice cleanse.
I got juice in my car.
You're like a shady juice peddler out of your
I got
juice.
it. I got it for
I
you.
got
gonna
green,
pop out of
and
nowhere
I got
like
red, and I got
yours
orange.
It's cold.
Don't have the black
pressed.
juice.
It's called pressed juice. Wow.
I feel really weird back here. The person of your dreams, the love of your life, you could find them, but you couldn't actually see them or touch them in real life.
You take it?
So I know who, no, because I've actually thought about this many a times. Because if you know who it is, it could actually ruin any relationship that you have before you meet them. And it's those relationships that make you the type of person in a relationship that you need to be in order to be in a good relationship.
Wow.
That was Loveline.
That was
you.
Loveline with Joe.
Jovenshire is gonna spin off a new like
I, for
relationship
one,
advice
yeah,
channel.
seriously, Loveline, if you're watching, which I know you are, put me on that show.
Which I know
What
you're
was
not
it
because you
after?
don't exist anymore.
Right,
Oh,
is it
really?
Delilah?
They don't do that anymore?
No,
It's
it's
gone.
done.
Let's bring it back. Oh, YouTuber Loveline.
YouTube original.
Oh my god.
That's a great idea.
Next
I'm
show.
so upset. I said that
YouTube
on the air.
relationship advice. Relationship theory.
Oh, collab.
Love theory.
Yeah.
Boom. It happened here first.
Jason's like, yes.
No one wants to be taking love advice from Markiplier and Jovenshire.
That'd be
Great.
so good.
There you go. You heard it here first. That's the next big thing. And that's it for today. So we got to go and do sword fighting and stuff. And remember, guys, that's just a stream. Stream. Party stream.
You want to get Pikachu?
Yeah, Pikachu.
Pikachu!
Thanks for tuning in. Let's say goodbye to everyone in the chat.
Okay.
Lady Lucky Lou says don't press it.
Wait.
She says don't press it. 4/4 says 42. Adam Cummings asks, is life Matt Pat is love Matt Pat? Yes, Matt Pat is love, Matt Pat is life confirmed. No, we're good. Do FNAF. Indy Culver says, do FNAF sister location.
Noah Dragon Star. Bye.
Eventually, I will do FNAF sister location.
Right?
Blade Zarly, have you been on the internet?
No. Where?
Cosmic
at a
Potato, still not sure whether juice cleanses actually make you gassy or not.
They don't. Smell me. Smell me. Smell me.